lot lately. Whoa, I got something. Let's see what it is. White perch. White perch city today. White perch. Big old catfish. Pretty hard to pull up. Like filleting it quicker without the mess. I have a previous video of me filleting a fish, but on this one, I'm gonna do it a little bit different. Stay tuned. All right, let's get started. Some of the things I still do is cut off the spikes. And you wear gloves. Like I said, this is a newer, quicker way for me. And these you can get at any fisherman's store. It does a lot. It cuts the wire, it's a needle nose, it's all in one. Just take that, after you snap it, bend it back, voila. Then I just use a fillet knife. I just saw through it. Since this is so big, I might start from the back. I'm just cutting it through the bone and around. And I just peel it off the rest of the way. Like I said, this is a big old fish, so you can hear it, just the bones, just extra spikes in it, just a breaking. Cut it. And this is just so you won't puncture yourself. Look how big that is. That is one huge fin at the top. And it's the spike. You don't know, look how pointy that is. You get punctured with that real easy. Real easy, you'll get punctured with this. Punctured with that, real easy. All right. Next, like I said, I love using box cutters. Everybody know that. Like I said in a lot of previous my videos, I use box cutters. And that's just to get started. Middle, even on the fin. Now the skin don't have no scales. Catfish has 0 scales. All right. Knife. Like I said, I'm doing it a little different from how I normally do it. It's a big catfish. Normally when they this big, sometimes I might let them go. The meat, sometimes it tastes a little bit different from the smaller ones. It's like if you eat baby back ribs, you know, it's a little more, baby back ribs a little more tender. Just making sure I cut it all the way through. Nice white meat. Monster size catfish. Wow. This is the way I do it, where I won't make a lot of mess. Now, so I got a seam all the way through. I'm gonna take one side. Now this, like I said, this is a little different. Normally I don't fillet the whole one side a little bit first. You know, I wait. I'm just gonna peel some of the skin off to the needle nose. Part of the gripper. You'll just hear it. But like I said, the meat is white. If you see the meat is starting to pull off or peel off. And I'm just gonna peel it down to where the belly is at. I don't eat the belly meat of no fish. That's the most toxic part of the fish. You see it's peeling. Big fish. Almost like skin. I'm just peeling it down. Now, don't everybody don't peel it, but I peel some of. I'm peeling some of it off the belly till I see where the belly meat is at, and I don't really eat that. Catfish this big is. I don't want to waste none of the meat. See, I'm peeling the skin down a little bit at a time. Just like you rolling something down, you just peeling a little bit down at a time. I'll see where I want to make my next cuts. You can hear it tearing like paper. I cut it down to where I think it's near the belly. If you want to look. See? Peeled it. Straight down. Now this is all good meat. I tend to not really eat, like I said, the belly meat of fish at all. Nice white meat. Hear the bone. Cut around the bones. Biggest thing, most important thing, you cut around the bones. Hear that? This is where I'm getting blood and guts everywhere. Nice white meat. There's a lot of meat. All the bones I'm leaving on here. And like I said, this is a little bit different than what I did before. I just peeled it. This time I peeled it halfway down. You can hear the bones. And something so this big, I'm not 100% sure you would want to eat the belly meat of this fish, or come close to the belly meat of something so big. Now, everyone's different, but what I'm telling you is 100% fact. The belly meat of most fish is the most toxic part of the fish. Now, This is one giant fillet. One giant fillet. Voila. All right. As you see, this new way of doing it, the belly meat is still intact. If you peel the skin all the way off, the belly tends to come, some of the belly tends to come out with it. But by peeling it halfway off, all the way to the part of the belly, you still got the skin on there. To fold it back up to save you from some of the mess or having a big mess on your hands. And look like the fish got a big like dent in him. Try not to cut the skin. Just want the meat. And I can just wrap them up. Put them right back where it came from. Voila. Another huge fillet. Huge fillet. All right. So now, you see what I'm saying? This is all bone. Look at this fin on this thing. Huge fin. Huge fin. Now as you see, skin still on intact. And that keeps that belly meat from oozing out and making a gigantic mess. You can almost wrap the skin back up on it. And like I said, I just started this way. A lot of people might do it a different way. You know, I peel it all the way down to the belly meat. And look, how much mess do I have? You know, I don't really have a mess at all. Not at all. You can see blood, guts, or nothing oozing out. You know. And that's that belly meat right in there that I don't eat. I really don't eat the head. So I ate all the back. I'm gonna eat all the back straps of them, and all the way back to the strong tail meat, because this fish is mostly a muscle, but it's also a bottom feeder, considered as a bottom feeder also. Now, like I said, look, it's up to the discretion of the person. This is just a newer way that I just started doing it, filleting catfish. But now you see. Look, this thing is huge. 2 whole hands. 2 whole hands. But if you look at it, you know, belly, all this belly meat still intact. And this is a big boy. This is a big boy. He was at least, I would say, 12 pounds. Now he doesn't have, like I said, I started with the fork. And just slide it through the back. Pull it down, slide it through the back. So much meat, I have to fold it over. Slide it to the back, fold it over. Slide it through the back. Fold it over. It's a lot of meat. Once again, All that extra skin on there, you know, it's red meat. Don't eat. I don't eat it. So now, just like before, see all that line there? Just take it out. Cut down the side and take it out. But I don't eat. None of that bloodline. Voila. Don't eat that. I don't. It's all up to that person. One whole nice big fillet. Boom. Huh? Oh, nice big fillet. Nice. This is one, and this is just one side. You know what I'm saying? This is not all the sides. Cutting all the red off. Anything that look like it's the mudline, I'm cutting it out. Voila. Done. What you left with? Nice fillet. Boom. All white meat. Boom. All white meat. None of the mess. And I do the second side like so. Don't see none of the mud line. Just one big half of meat. And this is just one big half. And like I said, if you know more than, you can use it for more than one serving in a skillet. So what I would do is, since it's so big still, cut it down the middle. Look, this is just one side, one fillet. Now, got 2 or 3 people eating. This is enough right here. Right here, this is enough. This is just one side. One side. And it's all white meat. All white meat. Voila. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. See, what I'm gonna do is, I have another little quick way of doing this too. What I'm gonna do is cut around the gills, back, gills, back, down, and then with my box cutter, pretty much I try to go as fast as possible. Now I'm gonna make another video and showing you what I used or how I cook it. And that'll be part 2, because I'm gonna cook them now, a lot of this stuff now, but it'll make this video super long. I don't need to make it long. I know y'all don't want to be all this, but I'm just showing you on these videos, showing you a quick way to fillet them. And then the next video, I'll show you the fry. Like I said, I keep the mess down. I'm 100% with keeping a mess down. Don't eat the belly meat, like I said before. one side. And I mean, when you got a lot of these to cook, and like I said, mostly this year, I haven't seen as much yellow or jumbo perch as I usually see in the summer. So, it's been a lot of white. A whole lot of white perch. Boom. See that? Scales, belly, belly, scales. Piece is done. Grab your fork. Put your fork down. This piece to the side, fillet knife. And all these methods I'm showing you, you keeping the mess down. Now, if you want a whole lot of meat, you want to eat all the belly meat, bam. You left the skin and the scales on this fish. Boom, that's one fillet. Flip it over, grab your fork. Same thing. And it'll be just that quick. Getting them out of your way. Like I said, a lot of people say, oh, that's not the fun. The cleaning part is the worst. Or the fillet. All right, so today I showed you how to fillet a big catfish without a big mess. And I also showed you how to do white perch, fillet white perch without a mess. And you can do many of them just that quick. A lot of people say that cleaning the fish is the worst part, or filleting a fish, or however you want to put it, is their worst part. For me, I try to come up with new ways of filleting, or what you would call cleaning the fish, with less mess and getting the good parts of the meat that mostly I eat. I don't eat the belly meat of no fish. Also, I love the back straps of fish, especially when it's white meat.